Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Today we will discuss about Americans' black slavery, breeding forms.
Slavery breeding forms.
The burden was eased somewhat if a Bible was close at hand. The Old Testament story of Ham's children being cursed with black skin and a lifetime of servitude was a popular subject at the planters' dinner table. But even then, a certain amount of pneumatic shoehorning must have been needed to make the story fit properly. But even then, a certain amount of pneumatic shoehorning must have been needed to make the story fit properly. Nobody talks about the 13-year-old girl on a breeding farm, forced to bear as many children as possible, only to have them ripped away, and sent down south to endure a lifetime of hardship without a mother. By the 1820s, planters and would-be planters were moving in large numbers to places previously unavailable for settlement and growing the fiber for sale in Europe and New England, where a textile industry was beginning to thrive. The extension of the so-called Cotton Kingdom required new laborers. As of 1808, when Congress ended the nation's participation in the international slave trade, planters could no longer import additional enslaved people from Africa or the West Indies. The only practical way of increasing the number of slave laborers was through new births. With so much at stake, black women's reproductive role became politically and economically decisive. If enslaved mothers did not bear sufficient numbers of children to take the place of aged and dying workers, America had little choice but to increase slave production to offset the altruistic end of the international slave trade, which Congress banned in 1808. Thomas Jefferson was president at the time. He had no problem with slavery. He literally loved his slaves, failing to free even Sally Hemings, who bore him 6 children, 4 of whom lived to be adults.
To be continued.